the new star on the Southern Cross.
Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, I'd be laughing too if I'd just won $5.7 million. Elvis Smylie, good morning to you.
Good morning, Ben. Thanks for having me on the show.
Where's that money?
Not here with me at the moment.
I was looking at your pockets when you walked into the studio. I was looking for bulging pockets. Is that why you've got this security team outside the window?
Yeah,
Mate,
exactly.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You look like you're about 15 years old.
I got a bit of stubble, so hopefully I look a little bit older than that.
Yeah, but you've been growing that for a week. That's the only problem. Mate, what do mum and dad make of all of this, first of all? Because it's your achievement, but whenever someone young achieves something like this, I always think about their mum and dad because they would just be doing cartwheels at the moment.
Yeah, it's incredibly special to be able to have parents that have been in my position where they've achieved the pinnacle of what you can in a professional sport like my mum and dad have. It's great to have their advice and their guidance and knowledge, guiding me along the way. And they were in Adelaide last week to witness the team win, which was really exciting. And that was their first time that they've attended a live event. So it was great for them to be a part of it.
We should pump them up because your parents are Peter and Liz, superstars in their own rights. Your dad, Peter, played at Wimbledon, the Australian Open and the French Open. Your mum, Liz, won 4 Grand Slam doubles titles. So there's something in the family, right? It's in the blood.
Yeah, it certainly is. I played a bit of tennis growing up as a kid. So I lived on a golf resort on the Gold Coast and, a bit of a short story. My parents lived at Bay Hill for 20 years over in Orlando. And the tennis and golf community is quite tight. We're family friends with Ian Baker Finch and, Wayne Grady and Payne and Tracy Stewart. So, for me to be able to get introduced to golf through my dad was something really special.
Were they competitive when you were growing up? I mean, did they teach you to be competitive? Because often when you're a young person and you've got a mum or a dad or both in your case who are professional athletes, you see that drive from the start. You see the fact that they want to win and it teaches you to want to win.
Yeah, certainly. I think my mum's very gritty and very determined and, she's got that competitive edge, which I think separates the good from the great. And that's something that she's helped instill in me.
You've got sponsors coming all over the place at the moment trying to sign you up. And your mum was actually, early on, she landed a deal because I remember growing up and watching the Extra chewing gum ads. And it was your mum, I remember at the net, and she was promoting Extra. Now, I don't know what she got paid for that and I won't ask, but I don't think it's going to compare to what's coming into you at the moment. So what's it like having all of these people banging on your door, offering you all sorts of opportunities?
Yeah, I think first things first, I'm not in the position I'm in now without the group of people that I have around me, and I like to keep that group quite small and confined. But I'm extremely grateful for what I've been able to achieve and the platform that I'm able to showcase. I think success can do a lot of great things, and I'm able to help a lot of people out in ways that I want to now financially, which is something that inspires me and motivates me, especially from like a fundraising point of view and a charity point of view. You look at Cameron Smith, what he's done for golf in Australia. I got awarded his scholarship in 2019 where I got to go and spend a week with him in his home in Jacksonville. And that's something that I would like to do in my own right when the time comes.
So you want to share the wealth?
Correct, I do.
Well, mate, I'm glad I met you today. I want to jump on board now as well. Just be careful. You'll have all sorts of people coming out of the woodwork saying, remember me from year 2? I need a loan at the moment. What I loved about your big win as well is you didn't keep your poker face. I mean, in golf, so often you've got to have a bit of a poker face and you're so determined and focused, but you just let it all go when you had that win. You really allowed yourself to celebrate. And that was just such a natural reaction for anyone winning that kind of money and that kind of tournament.
Yeah, certainly. At the time, I had a lot of world-class players breathing down my neck. And when you have a name like John Rahm, who's a multiple major champion, making birdie after birdie coming down the stretch, in the final round of a big tournament, you want to make sure that you're at your best. And as soon as that winning putt was held, I kind of just let go and had a bit of an out-of-body experience, because throughout that whole final round, I was quite, cool, calm, and composed from the outside, but on the inside, I was definitely, feeling it a little bit. But like I said, just let go and, being able to embrace that moment with my caddy, Brad Beecher, and then also my teammates was something very special.
Who are your golfing heroes?
So growing up, Greg Norman was someone I looked up to, Adam Scott, Cameron Smith, Jason Day, all the Aussie icons that we have.
What's it like mixing with them all now? Because now you're on level pegging.
Yeah.
That's got to be weird.
Yeah, it is. It is weird to a certain point, but I've worked extremely hard to be able to get in this position, and I think I'm able to be in an environment where I certainly feel like I belong now, and I can showcase my skill at a level to where, I'm as good as the world's best, which is pretty cool.
How often do you play?
Pretty much every single day. I mean, I'd probably have one day off maybe, but in lead up to a tournament, I would obviously like to taper a little bit because you don't want to, because Thursday to Sunday, it's exhausting. I mean, if you just go, I went back to Adelaide last week, we had a few media commitments earlier in the week, and then by the time Thursday comes about, you're having to put your best foot forward. So I think it's just about managing your time as well, which is really important.
You've got a great attitude and a wonderful smile and lots of positivity flowing your way. We wish you the very best of luck, and we can't wait to see what happens to you next. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on the show.